Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's Jumpstart live webinar with Christy and Dave from Success. We're going to be covering listings today. That is going to be our topic of the day. So you've definitely made the right decision by joining us, and we're going to go through a few things: how to add listings to your Success web platform, how to use additional tools like the HDX to use and market listings through the Success web platform, how to advertise those listings on Facebook, and also how to add coming soon listings to the website. So there's going to be quite a few things in there, of course. If you've got questions as we go through the material today, please feel free to enter those questions in. We will keep an eye on those and try to answer them as they come through. And let's get started. So I've got one of our, this is a very special client that we've got up here. His name's George Lormer. He's out in San Diego. And I'm going to use him as an example today because he really does utilize his listings to get more listings. We call it leveraging your listings. So we've got a branded HDX website that we've set up for him. This is a brand new site. This is our newest layout. And what we try to do in this particular layout is emphasize all of his listings. So any listings that he's got in his own inventory, whether they be coming soon listings, available listings, active listings, or sold listings. So we can show all categories of listings within our website. So that's what we're seeing here. And then as we scroll down, okay, we've got some testimonials. We've got additional content and information. Now, I do also want to point out that we are connected to the IDX. So if people are looking for listings, let's say they're trying to find homes in a specific area of San Diego, they can do a search within the site and that will bring up all of the properties within that area. So it could be a city name, a zip code, an address even. All of those things will connect to the IDX and bring up those listings. And this really is a big part of what your buyers want to see when they are on your website. A lot of people come into the site are really just interested in viewing listings. So you want to use your website as your own personal listing portal, and you want your visitors to use your website as their own personal listing portal. So when they are coming through and looking at various properties, I'll just click on this one, for instance. So they're going to get to see the details. So price, address, photos, location, all those details. But they don't have unlimited access. Okay, they can view 2 or 3 properties, and then they're going to be asked to register and create their own user account. Okay, that's when the form pops up and they have to create their own account. Once they create their own account within the site, then they have access to all of the listings, unlimited access. And the good thing is once they log in, then you will be able to track the properties that they are viewing on the back end of the Success website. And we'll go in and we'll take a look at how that works as well. But we've got campaigns running in Facebook offering hot lists of homes. So maybe it's a hot list of luxury homes in a specific zip code, or a hot list of condos in downtown San Diego. So anytime that we're offering a list of properties through our advertising, we can deliver that list through the HDX website. So you're not responsible for manually sending out that list. The list will be delivered to your prospect automatically, and all you need to do is focus on the follow-up. So really, really nice functionality with the HDX, and can really tie into your marketing very, very well. Now, just to give you an example of how we advertise listings on the on our platform. I'm going to go over to Facebook here, and I'm actually looking at George's branded Facebook ad, or at his Facebook page. And I don't know if you guys have discovered this, but when you are in Facebook and you're looking at a Facebook page now, you can see the info and ads that are being run from that page. So in many cases, when you're advertising your listings, you're going to want to do that from a branded Facebook page. Why wouldn't you want to emphasize to your audience that you are the one that is advertising this listing? And I do find that when it comes to generating a high volume of leads from a branded page or branded website, advertising listings really does the best job of that. So we do it in a very specific way where we offer some information about the listing, but not all of the info. So in order to get access to all of the info, then the viewer, the prospect, has to submit their information. So I'm in his branded Facebook page here. I clicked on info and ads down the left-hand side. And here's one of our ads. This is for Del Sur and 4S Ranch newer homes starting as low as $700,000. Be the first to know about any coming soon homes. When you click on see more, it has some bullet points here that goes through what's included in that hot list. So move up to newer homes, open layouts, community parks and pools, award-winning schools. So you'll see what we're doing here is we're making it look like we're advertising a specific listing, but we're actually offering a hot list of homes that fit this description or this criteria. It's just a different way of doing it, right? So now when I click on the photo, here we have our form. Do you have a home to sell? Very important to be asking those questions in the form. Say yes or no. Email, phone number, first name, last name. Okay, and once this information is submitted, let me just say no. Once this information is submitted, then it says thanks, you're all set. You get the chance to view the website, and once they get to the website, they will see either the specific property that we're advertising or the hot list of homes. Okay, so that's how we fulfill their request, send them over to that list. And we can run this ad to a cold audience, to a warmer audience, perhaps maybe people in a very specific area, or an audience that is perhaps already like based on contacts you already have, like a custom audience. So this is definitely something you should be doing if you have listings. Now, a big part of this, though, is to make sure that you have listing content available on the website, okay? So the listing content can come from a couple of places. Now, in this case, listing content is coming from the HDX. We're connected to the IDX there. You do have the ability to add your own listings to the website. Say, for instance, a coming soon listing, or maybe you've got a sold listing that you want to add to the platform that that really, you know, showed what a great job you did selling a listing. Okay, so if we go into the My Leads here, or not the My Leads, I'm in the Command Center, I'm in the platform. Okay, so you log in to your Success website platform, and at the top you'll see a link to the My Listings, and we're going to go into listings here. So there's a few spots here under My Listings, things like schedules, open house schedules, listing groups. But this is really the main part that you'll be looking at. This is the main listing inventory. I'm just going to collapse this menu on the left here. So chances are, if you don't have any listings in our website yet, if you haven't added anything manually, then this will be blank. You'll want to add a new listing. So to add a new listing, you click on this button right here at the top. It says Add New Listing. And that's going to bring up a separate page here where we can enter in the listing information. So just like you're adding a listing to your MLS, you're going to put in the information here. You have the option to mark it as a featured listing. You can also choose